Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you are doing well. So today's video, I felt like doing like a chit chat, kind of get ready with me type video. I'm not going anywhere like special. I'm just going to work today, but I thought it would be nice to kind of talk about like what's been going on with like this whole COVID-19 coronavirus, that Rona. It depends how you heard of it first, but Black Twitter reigns triumphant in that Rona. So yeah, basically the first, I'm just creaming my face. I still use the rosehip oil day cream. I'm just gonna go over that with some rosehip oil because it's winter and the wind will not just let me be great, so I need some extra moisture, especially in my cheeks because they're so dry. But yeah, as I was saying, like, it's all mad. So my mom texted me after I finished work and was like, Rena, can you go get me some pasta? So I'm like, yeah, cool. 1 bag of organic brown spaghetti. I went to Sainsbury's, and it's my local Sainsbury's, so I know it like the back of my hand. I know the layout, like, and so if I look over there, it's because I've got a mirror there. I know it like the back of my hand, so I'm like, cool, boom. Go through the door, and bust one left around the crisp and the pasta's there. So I go there, and it's just shelves. So I'm like, okay, maybe they've moved the pasta. I went round the same block 3 times only to deep that the shelf, it was just shelf. Like there was the only thing left was lasagna sheets. I don't know what people got against lasagna, but it was just lasagna. And I was like, you have got to be joking. Like, what do you mean the pasta's finished? The same with the rice. And now even this week, I went to have, I had curry yesterday and had to be legging it off the train when I left uni to go get naan bread from Lidl because Sainsbury's was dust out, like everything gone. Like, it didn't even make sense. And I'm like, okay, the one thing that's baffling me, someone like down below, comment please, someone needs to explain to me the fascination with toilet roll. Because me, yeah, I'm like, okay, cool, I understand the antibacterial gel, I understand the antibacterial wipes, I understand and I'm just blending this out, I understand with the like sprays and like the cleaning sprays and stuff. But my thing is, what's tissue gonna do for you? Like these times when the National Organization of Health, I think that's the way around it is, are telling us like, don't even dash tissues away straight away, you have to let it dry out and then bin it or just flush it in the toilet straight away. So these times I'm like, okay, what's tissue gonna do for you? Like Bear Man been saying, what, you're gonna make a tissue fortress? And I know these men don't have room to keep the tissue. Like, you're stocking it up, you're sleeping on it, it's your new mattress. Because I'm baffed. I'm genuinely baffed about why there's no tissue. And us man, we just wanted to top up our normal like stock of things. Everything's gone. And then Costco, the same foolishness. People them stocking. And I know these men are gonna feel stupid when Corona's done in less than 2 months. Everything's back to normal, everything's reopened, and you're now coming to try to sell it on eBay to get rid of it. Like, I never understood panicking. Like, let me just grab this. I never understood panicking. Like, I understand like slight worry and wanting to feed your children, but I might need to do my edges after this. But at these times I'm only going to work, so well, yeah, as I was saying, like, I understand more like wanting to feed your children, but there's some that live by themselves and they've gone ape, like just using excess of everything and not leaving anything for anybody like after them. And I don't like, if you ask me one pet peeve that I hate and something that I cannot stand, I will tell you greed. I can't stand greed in any form, whether it be food, money, like anything, like even air, like space. I can't stand it. So the thought of me going out to now excessively buy is not normal, and it's really annoying. And I don't even know where this kind of behavior came from. Like, I don't understand. Maybe if I understood, I'd be doing it too. But for me, especially being like a Christian and us being water baptized, filled with the Holy Ghost, yeah, I understand wisdom being cautious, like washing your hands every time you go and come from a building, taking off your outside clothes before you go anywhere to your bedroom, like wiping off your feet, you know, using anti-bac on TFL. But these like, you should be doing those things anyway. Like, that's a habit for me. So when people now want to pretend like they've been clean this whole time, I'm like, so what was you doing before? Like it was a requirement. Like, that's why I don't understand. Like, technically speaking, if everyone practiced good hygiene, there shouldn't be no overbuying, because it should be normal practice to use soap and water and antibacterial and wipes and things like that. Like, I went to uni yesterday and we have Max in it in our art department. So I'm thinking, okay, let me bust out Tutu Dettol wipe and clean the mouse and the keypad. Bearing in mind, you lot already know that Macs have white keypads. The fact that this thing is now looking at me grey, I'm like, this ain't being clean, period. Like, forget corona, forget flu season, forget fresher flu, all them things there, it ain't been cleaned. And it's all mad. It just makes me sad how people are so quick to panic and do a complete madness when it's like, God hasn't changed. And if you sincerely trust him enough, you're gonna be fine. It's now annoying for those that are not even fearful, are now being forced to compromise, or attempting to be compromised because of the actions of everyone else. You can't even proceed as normal because they're looking up institutions, large events are being cancelled. Like, the amount of events that now on your timelines is cancelled, postponed, cancelled, postponed. And I'm just like, what does God actually think of us? Every blow of the wind, something new comes to light. Panic, panic, panic. And I'm like, God, if you're the same yesterday, today and forever, then why is it so easy for us as humans to basically forget and just pretend like, say, we haven't been serving King of Kings and Lord of Lords? Like, it baffles me. I think it's a focus problem. A bit like my camera right now, but hey who. Like, people focus on problems too much. People focus on, and I've been guilty of it as well, when things are going wrong, everyone's looking at the problem without looking for a solution. Like, the only time you should be looking at a problem is to find the loophole and work your way around it. But everyone's staring it's like Corona being one big man and everyone just looking at how tall he is, forgetting that all you need to do to tackle a tall person is find a weak spot. Like, you buck them in the knees, bring them down to your level and deal with them that way. Like, everyone keeps looking at a hole, and I'm like, from when they've already told us that it doesn't even spread when you practice cleanliness, why is that a cue for there to be worldwide panic? And I understand that it spread like quite quickly, but that's because people them is nasty. Like, how is it schlecking all the way from China? Because people them don't want to wash their hand when they get on the plane, coughing, sneezing, yawning, like with their mouth open, not even covering it. Like, if anything, it's more alarming that it was able to spread like that. No one was carrying on like when it was like, what's the other one? Swine flu, Ebola. Anyway, I have my own theories that Corona's was man-made and that they planted it. Because some of the people that have it, I'm like, what on earth is the wife of the Canadian president doing with Corona? People like Idris, what are you doing with symptoms? Like, how is that even possible? Nah, it's baffling. And I even now, but here's the joke. So with the job I have here, it's impossible for me to work from home. I do picking and packing for a natural hair company, yeah. So when these men are sending an email like, oh yeah, if you want to work from home, holler at us, holler at your line manager and we can sort something out. How am I supposed to work from home? Are the products going to follow me home? So like, even things like that, the option to work home is non-existent. So now if they're locking down everything, I'm like, so what, you're telling me now that I won't be able to work? And so what, my bills must pay themselves? See, like in France, what they've done, they've locked off the nation lockdown, they've stopped like charging for gas, electric, water, all them necessities because you're forced to be at home. And I'm like, okay, cool. So England, UK, you're gonna follow suit now and do the same thing. Where is my so I'm looking for my eyebrow thing because right now I look like a potato. And it's not even like I'm saying it's not anything to be watchful of, but there's been like words of knowledge and prophetic words letting us know that it's not even permanent. So like, it's not like the people of God didn't see this coming. It's whether you take heed of the warning or not. And it's not judgment for everybody. Like, it's times like this when I'm really deep and I'm just like, look, it's every knee will bow in it. And people that thought they were going to get away with doing whatever they want, it lets you know that virus is respecter of no man. It doesn't care if you've got bare mills in the bank or not. It doesn't matter. It means nothing. Your money cannot save you. Like your house, even though your quarantine will be comfortable, it don't save you. Like, I think it's a perfect time. I watched one video my auntie sent me, and it was a Jamaican family that from a Jamaican family that are in China, like where it broke out. And they're like, hey, look, use the time. If you're a student, catch up on your education. Don't worry about your exams, because when everything will work its way out. Like, it can't be natural disaster forever. And they're like, spend time with your family, and use this time for personal reflection as well. Like, what actually matters? Because before this, people were just moving mad, doing 2020, yeah, it's all about me and da 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 da. And it's like now you're forced to almost think of others. And it lets you know where people are at as well. Like, people are always quick to panic. It's like, I thought you was, you know, steady, and one little virus that's not even as deadly as the other viruses that are out there. Like, it's possible to recover from this. It's only people whose immune system is already compromised that have to, like, be wary. But that goes with anything. Like, it's the same when you're having chemo. Like, some people they can't even go outside, like they're isolated anyway. I don't know why people are acting like it's brand new practice. I've just never seen anything like that before, like old enough for me to remember. Whether it's happened in my lifetime or not, like, I don't, even if it was before, I wouldn't remember. And I think the fear has spread like faster because of social media as well. Like, some of these things, like, the fear is not real. And if these people in Jamaica are saying that we've been able to live a decent, like a normal life, like, they couldn't go outside at first, but obviously they go outside, they wear their face mask and all them things there. Because yeah, everyone's got to breathe in it, I can understand that. But just looking to clean my eyebrows. Where's the brush? Do you know what? When I put things in like a bag like this, sometimes I'm just like, why do I do these things? Because I'm not trying to look for it. And again, I'll need that in a minute. But just trying to clean them up. But yeah, if these Jamaicans can chill and they're still alive and they've been like, they live, is it Wuhan? Where Corona kind of blew up. Then I don't know why us over here, my stomach grumbling, I'm gonna eat after this. Why we think that it's appropriate to act in this way. And I don't like how Corona has now become a distraction. So my face is itching. Become a distraction. Like, all these other things have happened while Corona's been, like, everyone's talking about it in the news. Like, there was one list going around on socials, and one thing that stuck out to me, like, AIDS in the UK has been cured for the second time. So is that not something to celebrate? Like, it's a cloaking device. And all these things that they're trying to pass, like these bills that they're trying to pass, that people are too preoccupied to vote against. And then tutus when Corona's done, yeah. It's like Corona come in like a magic trick. Like, every magic tricks, that's how they work. They change your focus. They're like, look at the ball. So the ball's Corona, everyone's looking at the ball. Meanwhile, they're teething things out your pocket, and then they're like, oh yeah, pulling it out your ear. Like, nah. It's an illusion, cuz. And that's why, if you're focusing on God, yeah, these little things, they don't faze you. Well, they shouldn't. When you fix your eyes on above. And I know everyone's always like, yeah, all you man always say that Jesus and all these things. Because it is. He is unchanging. Why would you want to focus on something that's always changing? If your God is gonna be the same, big man, yeah, he's the same, like, period. Whatever we do, he's still in control. I don't know about you, but I'd rather focus and put my trust in somebody that's been here since. Like, see man all through, like, all the other plagues, blues. And that's another thing with the plagues and that, it's Bible. It's in there. I think because people misinterpreted it and took it quite literally. But we never know the prophecy until it's fulfilled. Like the scroll's been closed on purpose, and we can guess. But the thing is that we need to be able to do is recognize when it is being fulfilled, even if it's closed. If we're reading, then it's like, oh mad, I read that, and share what we know. Like they had this one thing going around about some woman, some psychic, saying that how she predicted it. I said, so you're now want to give one dead woman credit, and all, like, apparently 80% of all her other, I can't even talk about it and not Frank's. I'm trying to do my eyebrow, so I'll just do this and not finish. Like all her other things were proven fake, and I'm like, why are we giving credit to some woman who like didn't get her information from a kosher place? And I'm like, okay, so everyone wants to believe this woman when the devil has also been around since beginning of human race. He knows the patterns, he knows how to set people in panic, he knows how to distract us. And you think that he didn't know when he was gonna plant corona? Like, he knew when he was gonna release it. Like, that's not predicting the future, that's making a plan because he knows his time is short. And he uses little minions to spread the panic and like, right, cool, I've got them right when I want them, I'm gonna drop it here, and then these men can just start panicking. It's exactly what I want. Let me disguise them here, let me distract them here while I move in on the government and try pass this bill. Let me work on that stronghold over there. We need to pay attention, we need to wake up and trust that God is who he says he is. And stop blaming God for it when everything bad happens. Like, it's not God's fault, it's a result of our sin why things like this are able to happen. We flopped, God never flopped. It's always been us that flopped. He's just gracious enough to help us through. And it's if we're seeking for the wisdom didn't go anywhere. Is if we're asking him, if your parents have a cookie jar and you don't ask them for no cookie, how do you expect to get the cookie? You can try and get it yourself and bust your lip when you drop off because it's on a high place. But all you have to do is ask. Us man that don't ask and then get mad at God when you don't tell us nothing. You didn't ask. Like, and then you do panic mode. And that's not helping anybody. Just gonna, nah, that's sharp still. I'm gonna attempt to learn my licks. I don't know where my sharpener is. But even just talking about it lets me know, like, God is not unjust. He's fair, and his love is unchanging. So my posture will be, God is still on the throne. There's nothing to worry about. Like, the sky is still up, the ground, like, up is up, down is down, right is right and wrong is wrong. There's nothing to, that's fine. Unless I see the sky falling and the clouds are rolling back and I hear one trumpet, nah. See, now if this was going on and then there was trumpet sounding, then, and the mountains are moving back, then there's something to worry about, because it's like, ooh. Can't help but thinking there's like a halo around my brow. To blend that out, Nicole. But yeah, guys, trust God in it, and just pray of your next move. Like, everyone's focusing on what to do in this season now. What are you gonna do after this season? The grind doesn't stop, the planning doesn't stop, the vision doesn't stop. And we use anything to try and put us off what we're supposed to be focused on and what we're supposed to be doing. 2020, my church, shout out to Rack City Church, has declared it the year of divine clarity. It's clarity if you want it to be. If you want to stay in your confusion, then take it over there. But as for me in my house, we focus on what the word of God says. Pray for your leader, government and church, so we all move in wisdom. And keep it moving. And keep it moving. Because it's just, it's actually disappointing. But I saw one post saying how lit summer's gonna be because all these postponed events are now gonna be happening at once. But if you lot are trying to get excited, you need to save your money in it, because you won't be able to go to none of these because you spent all your money on toilet paper. So think about that. That's just so joke. But yeah, it's not permanent. This is all gonna be over soon. Like real soon. So don't give up. Your plans don't change because of worldwide panic. Like, it doesn't change. God didn't, there's still things that have to be fulfilled by force because God spoke it, so it has to be fulfilled. And it's also the year, is it of pay? I think that's the word. The year of the mouth. You need to speak what needs to happen. If you want Corona to cut, tell bye Corona. The recording just stopped, but what I was saying was changing prophecy spoken over your life into declarations and speaking it on a daily basis. Like this Corona thing, literally sending, it's the fear and the panic that has us forget who God is, and that's what the enemy will use anything. He doesn't need a particular, like a good day to distract us. He hates us. He can't stand our guts, cause he will never be able to get to heaven again. Him and his little minion them. They won't be able to get back. That's why they just detest us. There's things we can do and grace and mercy covers us. They don't get covered, mate. If they can pull us down with them, they will do it. So while they're distracting us with this, we're forgetting about vision. We're not planning, everything ceases. I'm like, no. The kingdom of God still needs to grow. Souls are still souls. And our giftings still need stirring. They still need stewarding. Use this opportunity to draw closer to God and away from people. And at least it lets you know where people are at, where their level of faith is at, so you understand the season you're in. Like a couple of weeks ago, there's one sermon that was preached at church saying, who's counseling you? Who's around you? And I think it's so important, because we would have been screaming like, yeah, these are my people, like da 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 da. Then your tutus there panicking, running out. I'm thinking, hold on a minute, how was I going to you for advice and you're now here panicking with the rest of the world? Like, what's the difference between you and non-believers? Like, how does that make any sense? Like, boy, we thank God, and us, we need to be praying, seeking, speaking, declaring the word of God, and watch things align, because it will. It really will, but you gotta speak it. You have to speak it. because God has given us dominion in this region. If we house the Spirit of God, then when we speak it, it's reiterating what God has already said. There's no need to panic. I think I'm done. Wait, no. My beauty spot on my nose. But my nose needs popping because it's kind of disappearing still. But yeah, like, it wasn't nothing. If anything to take away from this video, it was a little bit ranty, but it's just to seek God and focus on what the word says and speak the positive that you want to see, and don't focus on the negative. God is our provider, so I'm not even worried about if work wanna come try to tell me that, oh yeah, don't come in today, I mean, we can't pay you. I feel like, okay, God, you must have a way to provide for me, because you see my situation. And stop panicking about things that you can't change. Do what you can. Do what you can. And don't worry about what you can't, because that's God's job. If you can't do it, He's not expecting you to do it. Don't know. We expect God. God is the God of the impossible. We're not humans of the impossible. So it's Him that will hook us up. These braids, yeah, I do really enjoy them, but it's time to change my hair. Like, they're so long. Again with this long, like they're all done here, like uneven and some. But yeah, and put my glasses on. Let's clean them a little. Cause they look a little dusty. Ooh. But yeah, guys, literally, I think the focus is don't panic, wash your hands, and trust God. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.